Hey everybody, welcome to Matwork Monday. This week is kind of the pinnacle of the Matwork in that we are going to go through an advanced series using just advanced cueing. Meaning if you watched last week's video, you'll see that I went through a lot of the individual cues that you always hear me say in class. And then at the end, we sort of chunked them together. So like 3 or 4 cues all kick off when I say hug the midline, or 3 or 4 different cues kick in when we say engage or use the powerhouse, lift from the powerhouse. And then the last cue is press to lengthen. So it makes cueing easier in that your brain's not working as hard as your body at that point because you have less to think about. So that's what we'll do today. The other thing I want to say about an advanced workout is that if you have not done an advanced workout before, including exercises such as rolling over, we're going to do rollover today, it is best to watch first and then try a few basics. Today I'm going to stick to the advanced series. If you try it and it doesn't feel good for your body, go back and do one of the beginner intermediate videos. I am not with you in the room. I can't spot you. You know, liability is an interesting thing with these online classes. Like, you know, some of these exercises I don't even teach in the class all the time because of the bodies that show up. I know it's not appropriate. So you might be at home and be totally ready for this. And you might be at home and be like, I'm going to give it a go. If you're that person, go easy, see how your body feels, and then, you know, progress from there. Just don't jump into something you've never done before without watching it, or at least building up some of the fundamentals that we reviewed in old videos, okay? Also, if you haven't watched last week, go watch it because you need to understand what the cues mean. I'm gonna say this stuff, you're gonna be like, what is she talking about? Powerhouse, blah. Powerhouse is kind of the essence of all this work. So your core will be lifting your body, all right? And we're gonna use some other cues to get you up there, but mainly it's 3 cues today. Hug your midline, lift or engage the powerhouse, and press to lengthen. Those are the 3. You're also going to see me panting and fatiguing because this is not easy work, you know? So to teach it and do it at the advanced level, you're going to see me struggling, okay? Or at least hear me struggling. Hopefully my body holds up, you know? But yeah, you'll hear me panting, and when you work with Pilates at this level, it gets your heart rate going. So it's nice. Shorter workout, but more intense, okay? So the first exercise we'll do is start at the front edges of your mat. So I will be beheaded for a moment. Okay, so front edge of the mat, heels together, toes apart, fist distance between the balls of the feet, okay? Go ahead and genie your arms. This is genieing, by the way. Inhale to lift from the powerhouse as you press the elbows down to lengthen. And then with control, float the elbows up and exhale as you lower to the floor. Hands out. Inhale here as you lift your heart, your spine. And as you exhale, press your arms to lengthen the spine, rolling back for our 100. Lift from the powerhouse, plug the shoulders, and we begin pumping. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthening the legs for more advanced work. Exhale. In. Exhale. You're pressing the arms to lengthen the neck. You're pressing through the toes and the heels to lengthen the low back. Engaging from the powerhouse to keep the legs lifted. And hugging the midline by squeezing the heels together. Big inhale, 3, 4, 5. As you exhale, hug the midline with the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. Lengthening through the crown of the head, away from the feet. And last round in, big inhale. Exhale for 10. All of it, all of the air out. All done? Good. Lower the legs, float the arms for roll up. We inhale to lift the upper body. As you exhale, press to lengthen up out of the low back and stretch forward, breathing all your air out. Inhale, we stack up, pressing the arms to lengthen as we hinge back. Pressing through the heels as you lengthen the spine, and breathe out as you hug the midline of the body. Inhale to lift, exhale, press. All the air. Inhale, we stack. We continue inhaling, float the arms up to go a little higher, and then exhale, press to lengthen. We inhale, lift. Exhale, lift up out of the low back, breathing all your air out. Good. You can point the toes for a little different feeling. Lengthen through the toes, press to lengthen through the spine. Reaching the arms back, inhale to lift. As you exhale, can you pull the arms up as well? Staying back there. Breathe out. Seatbelt, right? Inhale to lift. Press the shoulder blades down as the spine stays long and reach through the feet to roll. Good. One final time. Inhale to lift. Press to lift up out of that low back. We stay lifted and we stretch forward. Deepening the powerhouse. Inhale to lift. Continue inhaling as you hinge. Now stop right there. Press the arms to lengthen out of that back. Now hinge back just an inch. Flex through the heels. Press through the heels and float the arms up. Now lift out of that low back as you press your heels into the floor. Press the arms. Go back one more inch. Good. Press through your heels. Inhale to float the arms up. Lift out of your low back as much as you can, and then we go back. Breathing all the way out. Arms by your side for rollover. Float the knees. Lifting from the powerhouse, and then extend the legs to the ceiling. Good. Now legs will lower down, engaging the powerhouse to hold the legs suspended in the air. Exhale to roll over. Separate the legs the width of the mat and flex your feet. As you breathe out, you roll down, pressing into the mat with your arms and pressing into the air with your heels to create length. Legs together. Breathe out as you roll up and over. Right? Separate the feet and flex. So the toes are almost trying to skim the floor as you press your arms into the mat to lengthen the spine. Good. Legs together. Point. Lift up. Breathe everything out. Separate and flex. Press your heels as if they could push into the ceiling to lengthen the low back. Oh, it kind of feels nice. Legs together. Now separate the width of your mat. Breathe out. Press into the floor to go up. Legs together. Flex the feet. And imagine the tailbone lengthening to the sky as you push your arms into the floor. Separate and point. Exhale, deepen the powerhouse to lift the lower body. Flex the feet, press through the heels to lengthen. And separate, point. Exhale, lengthening and pressing the fingers into the floor to help lengthen the neck. Collarbones wide. Leg circles, lower the left leg, right leg stays up. Go ahead and give yourself a little stretch. Drop that sits bone, deepen the powerhouse. Arms by your side. And we circle the leg across, down. Exhale and pull up. As you breathe out, use your powerhouse to lift the leg. Exhale and pull. One more. Deepen and pull. Now reverse. The leg goes outside, down. Hug the midline as you come center. Good. Out. Exhale and pull up. That left leg is hugging the midline as well, right? Deepen and pull. One more. Out. Down. Exhale and pull up. Now switch. Give yourself a little stretch. Reach that sits bone towards the right heel and take a moment to hug the midline. Arms by your side, and we circle into the midline, right? Across the midline. Exhale and pull center. Across. Inhaling and then an exhale to use that powerhouse. Across. Big exhale, pull from here. One more. Deepen and reverse. Pressing the hands into the mat to lengthen the neck and the throat. Out. Big inhale, then deepen, exhale, up and out. Down. Deepen and pull. One more, pressing your foot into the air to deepen the sensation of work. Lower the leg, arms flip, we roll up. Exhale, press to lengthen, lift, 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 rolling like a ball. We scoot to the front edge of our mat. Grab your shins and flip your legs up. Now deepen the powerhouse. We inhale to rock back. Exhale, press the feet. See, I got stuck. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, deepen. I forgot to use my powerhouse. Inhale, rock back. Now plug the shoulders down the back, which is also like pressing, right? You're pressing the shoulder blades down to lengthen the spine. Exhale, deepen to lift. One more time. Inhale to tip the scales. Exhale to deepen the powerhouse and lift up. Lower the legs. We go into our ab series, so watch this press to lift, right? You want your length. Hinge back. As you go back, stop. You know, let's say, I don't know what that is, like 65 degrees. Stop here. Pull the right hand to your chest. The left leg presses to lengthen. And then you start to switch. And as you do this, you press the shoulder blades down the back to help you lengthen. And then you start to come back up. So this is a variation on single leg stretch. And we press, pushing the foot away to lengthen the front of the body. And then we come back up, up, and up. And again, back. Lengthening the spine as you push through the legs and plug the shoulders. And we come back up. Deepening the powerhouse. It's kind of a given, or this doesn't happen. And hold it here. Now both knees in. Double leg stretch. Inhale, hug the midline. Exhale, circle, breathe everything out. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, back. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Deepen the powerhouse as you circle, squeezing everything out. Inhale. Exhale, pull. And stretch. Exhale, pull. Lengthen the arms and legs away. You're pressing them away so you get taller. One more. Exhale, pull. Now grab behind the right thigh or calf and take a minute to anchor that tailbone. I'm going to grab a little lower. I can see in the video I need more length in my low back. And then you switch. You do a little pulse here. Pulse, pulse. Switch, pulse, pulse. You breathe out. Plug those arms in their sockets. Right? Pull, 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 pull. Last two. Deepen the powerhouse. Float those hearts a little higher. One more. Both legs up for lower lift. Hands behind the head. Lower the legs for 3, for 2. Deepen from the powerhouse to pull the legs up. The spine, as always, does not change shape. Exhale, pull. Lower 3, 2. Pressing into the air to lengthen the spine. We lower, lower, lower. Pull up. Now reverse the tempo. Lower in 1. Drag the legs up. Lower in 1. Drag up. Last 2. Press into the air to lengthen. Doesn't change. One more. Deepen the ribs to lift those shoulders. And then twist to the right and breathe out. This knee hugs into the midline. Inhale, switch. Use your hand to help yourself find the feeling. Inhale, twist. Exhale, squeeze it all out. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Let's add some flow. Inhale for 2 twists. And exhale for 2. And inhale, inhale, exhale. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees into the chest, and you may rock yourself up to sit up. For spine stretch forward. Legs the width of the mat. Press the heels down to lengthen the arms as well. Exhale, hinge, and then deepen the powerhouse, squeezing the air out. Inhale, step up. Big exhale, hinge, and then exhale, deepening the powerhouse. Press down into the air to lengthen. As you exhale, gently hug the heels towards each other. That hugging of the midline. Inhale, stack your spine. And one more. Exhale. Breathe it all out. Right? And then stack the spine up. Open leg rocker. So hinge back to a point where you can lift the legs and grab underneath the thighs. If you like, grab behind the calves and open. Widen as the mat. Inhale to rock back. Exhale, press the legs to lengthen yourself up. See? It's work for everyone, including your teacher. Inhale to rock back. Exhale, deepening the powerhouse to control the descent and control the return. Inhale to rock back. As you come up, press the shoulder blades down the back to lengthen. Final time, inhale. Big exhale. The breath facilitates movement. Bring the legs together, hugging the midline, and we go down for corkscrew. Head presses back. Bring the legs towards you, and then the legs go to the right, down, around to the left, and to the center. Reverse. Your pelvis is stable. The legs move. The pelvis goes nowhere. And center. Reverse. down. If you want to take this overhead, you jackknife up. You roll down the right side of the spine, coming up the left side. Reverse. Deepen and lift up. I'm pressing the arms down to lengthen the body up. One more. Also pressing my legs into the air to create length. We roll down and we sit up for saw. Twist to the right. Big exhale, deep in the powerhouse as you stretch for 3. This arm presses 2. You anchor your sits bones. 1. Inhale. Twist to the left. Deep in the powerhouse as you stretch. This left palm pressing to the sky. Inhale, lift. We twist, we breathe all our air out. Pressing the heels down to lengthen. Good. Inhale, twist, big exhale. Good. Pressing this hand into the air to lengthen. One more each way. We lift, we twist, breathe out. Take an active rest between the tough exercises. Big exhale, 3. Deepening 2. Pressing the shoulders down to lift. Lift up, arms in front, and we press to lengthen for 3. For 2, press through the legs, go all the way down. And we flip over for our swan dive. Hands under the shoulders, elbows down. We inhale to lift, plug the shoulders to create length, and then we rock. Right? Or the hands can stay on the mat, or you can try it. Arms straight, 2 and 1. Coming back for single leg kicks. We deepen the powerhouse to keep the bridge of the spine lifted, right? Kick, 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 kick. Breathing out. We're hugging the midline with the legs. We're pressing the arms down to lengthen our spines. And kick, kick, lower. Deepening the powerhouse as you kick, as it will want to let go as the leg bends. And kick, kick, lowering for double leg kick. Hands on the back, elbows drop, and we with control kick. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press your shins into the floor as you open the collarbones. 2. Lift a little higher, the more advanced you get. Exhale, lower down, kick. 3. Deepen the powerhouse so you can lift as long as that powerhouse is engaged. And kick. 3, 2, 1. We inhale, we press the feet into the floor to lengthen. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Lower, inhale as you open the collarbones. And lower everything. And then sit back. Take a big inhale into your back. And a big exhale. Onto your back for neck pull. We pull the neck long, not towards the ground. You'll see what I mean. Hands behind the head. Heels or hip socket distance. We inhale to lift our upper body. We lift up out of the floor. We grab the skull, lift it, and then we pull it, not to the floor, but away from our sits bones as our powerhouse pulls back. Press the heels down into the floor to lift out of the pelvis. We hinge back with our inhale. As we exhale, we press the heels to lengthen as we roll down. Inhale to lift, keep inhaling. We lift up, 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 hands behind the head, and we exhale. Pull the skull away from the sits bones, deepening the powerhouse. Inhale to step the spine up. Keep inhaling as you press back. Pressing to lengthen with the heels and the back of the head. Inhale to lift. Grow tall, grab the skull and lengthen your body as you breathe out. Inhale, stacking the spine up. We keep inhaling as we go back. Press the head into the hands as you lengthen. One final time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, grab the skull and stretch, deepening the powerhouse. See, I have to fix myself. Inhale, stack up. Keep inhaling as you press back. And then exhale. Arms by your side. Come up into shoulder bridge. Press the hips up. Pubic bone higher than ribs. Deepen the powerhouse as you extend the right leg and hug the midline. We inhale to lift, press to lengthen. Inhale to lift, press to lengthen. One more, lift, press to lengthen, bend that knee. Left leg extends, deepening the powerhouse to stay stable. We inhale to lift, exhale, press to go long. Inhale, exhale, press. One more, inhale, exhale, press, bend that knee. One more time, right side, extend, hug the midline. Inhale, lift, exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Pressing the hands away from the ears to create length. Bend that knee. Last time, left leg, we lift up and press. Inhale. Exhale on the bottom. It's like you're pumping the air out of your body. Roll the spine down, extend the legs, and roll yourself up to sit up, pressing to lift. We go into spine twist. Breathe out. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, lift. You're pressing the arms down to create length. You're pressing the heels down to create length in the bottom of the spine. You're deepening the powerhouse to squeeze the air out and facilitate the twist. Center. Reach the arms, we roll back for jackknife. Press to get taller, and exhale, deepen the powerhouse as you lower all the way down. Bend the knees, floating them up. Deepen the powerhouse as you extend the legs. And for jackknife, we exhale, go up and over. Inhale, jackknife the legs up. And as we exhale, we press into the air to control the descent. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, press up. And as you exhale, resist by pressing into the ground and creating length. Exhale, deepen the powerhouse, lift over. Inhale, press up. Keep the length as you breathe out. Lowering down. One more time. Exhale, go up and over. Inhale, press up. And then exhale. Lowering down. And rock yourself up for side kick series. Okay, on the mat. Now, a little more advanced. We're going to come up on our arm, but you still have to kind of keep yourself bridged up through here, okay? So ribs can touch the floor, but engage the powerhouse to stay supported and not load the floor. Top leg lifts hip height. We pull forward, breathing out. Inhale, press back. Exhale. Inhale, press back. Exhale. Inhale, press back. And exhale, you're hugging the midline. This leg is hugging towards the center. And a little more flow. And breathe out. So we're breathing out and press. Inhale. Last time. Inhale. Now stack the legs out. Turn the top leg out. We lift up. Exhale, pull down. And lift up. Exhale, down. Last two. With this footwork. We point to lift. Exhale, press to lengthen. Now reverse. Deepen the powerhouse as you lift the leg and then hug the midline as you come down. Flex it. Breathe out as you hug. Last two. One more. Exhale, pull, and then draw circles. One, right? 5 in this direction. The heels brush. We stay stable. And 3, 4, 5, and lower. Hot potato. We lift up and we tap in the front 3 times. Lift up and back. Lift up and front. You're squeezing into the midline. Deepening up the powerhouse. Pressing down to lengthen. One more each. And last one. Extend the legs. Reach the arms long. Deepening the powerhouse. Lift the top leg. Bottom leg comes up to match. And lower. Lift. This is deep hugging of the midline. It's also a lot of powerhouse work. You don't want to be wiggling. Last 2. And 1. Hold. Roll onto your front, onto the other side for our side kick series. So again, setting up on the hand, if the body is okay with that. Deepening the powerhouse. Top leg lifts hip height, and we pull forward, breathing out as we go forward. Inhaling as we go back. Right? It's always amazing how the sides are different. Like, you know, we'll all be different. One leg might be a little easier to move. Kick, kick. Doesn't necessarily mean that's your more flexible side. Might actually mean your pelvis is a little less stable on that side. So make sure that the hips and the torso stay connected, and it's just the leg bone moving in the socket. One more. Good. Stack the legs, turn the top leg out. We inhale to lift, exhale to pull down. Point like you're painting. Point and flex. One more. You reverse the footwork. So you flex up, exhale, hug the midline. Inhale, exhale, deepen the powerhouse. Inhale, exhale, deepen. And one more. Exhale, and circling. 5, the heels brush. 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 3, 2, 1, hot potato. We tap in front. 3, 2, 1, lift up and back. Very ballerina-like, right? Jane Fonda almost. But what you're doing is not so much focusing on like burning the hip. It's like, let's see how stable we can be in our powerhouse. One more. And lower the legs. Stretch long. Deep in the powerhouse. We lift the top leg up. The bottom leg comes to meet. And lower. Lift. And lower. Knitting the ribs here. And lower. Last 2. And 1. Reach, roll onto your front, stack your hands for what's called grasshopper. Knees wider and the heels together, very much like a Pilates V in this position. We kick our bum 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Deepen the powerhouse as you press the heels, extend the legs, and then beat the heels 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Good. Try again. Bend the knees like a frog. Press your heels as you deepen the powerhouse. Extend the legs. Beat the heels. So you're pressing the heels, hugging the midline, lengthening the spine, right? Bend the knees. Press the heels, deepening the powerhouse. As you extend, you breathe out and keep breathing out as you beat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend your knees. Keep inhaling as you press the heels. Extend the legs as you start to breathe out, and then breathe all the air out with 8 beats. Press back. Take a little stretch. And by little, I mean really little, because we're moving today. Teaser time. Lying on your backs. Arms reach. Hug the midline. As you inhale, lift. Deepening the powerhouse to pull both thumbs up. Okay? Lower. Actually, the legs stay. You lower and lift the arms 3 times. 2. And 1 lift. And then press the air to lengthen the spine as you go down. Arms flipped. Inhale to lift the upper body. Press to go up and deepen the powerhouse. Hold, lower, lift the legs 3 times. 3. My legs stay low because I care about this low back more than I care about getting the legs to the ceiling. That's my work in progress, right? Inhale to lift. Honor your spine. Legs and arms are secondary. Hold. Now flip the arms by the ears. You're going to lower your spine back a little and then pull the legs and spine back up. Lower. Deepen the powerhouse to pull everything back up. 1 more. Lift up, press, and go all the way down. Releasing, stretching the arms and legs away from each other. Hip circles. Reach the arms. Inhale to lift the upper body. Exhale, press to deepen and lift up. Now, modified hip circles today. Hands back. In fact, you can kind of go like this. Bend your elbows, float the knees, and then lift the thighs. Now you're going to extend the legs, circle around, and pull up and reverse. You can turn the elbows the other way. And again, I work with lower legs to keep my spine lifted. 1 more. It's hard as heck. Pull up with control, reach, and then press to lower everything down. Bringing yourself back up through roll up. Inhale to lift. Exhale, press to pull up. Going through a series called leg pull facing down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press through the heels to lengthen into a plank position. Okay? Now we press back like we're pulsing a calf stretch, right? We stretch forward, we pulse back. Now the move here is to lift one leg and pulse back. Good. Deepen the powerhouse. As you lift that leg, it's going to want to arch your back. Deepen the powerhouse as you breathe out. Inhale and exhale, exhale, inhale. One more each. Inhale and both feet down. Transition to leg pull facing front. Hands press into the floor, you lift, and we deepen as we pull the leg up. Lower. Press the leg to lengthen. Look towards your powerhouse, deepening as you lift the leg. One more each. Press into the floor to lengthen. Lengthen. Bend that knee, lifting for kneeling side kick. Hip on top of knee. Hand underneath shoulder and float the leg up. This hand goes behind the head and press your head back to lengthen through the spine. Good. Now deepen as you pull the leg forward. Inhale, pull back. Knit together, right? Powerhouse. Press back. Press back. One more. And press. Bend that knee, bring yourself up. Then we go to the other side. Tip. I'm a little teapot style, right? Deepen the abs, extend the leg, and we breathe out. Lengthen. And lengthen. Good. So you're controlling, deepening the powerhouse. You're pressing your head back to lengthen. And you're pressing your leg through the air to create length. Lots of length. Bring yourself all the way up. Then we sit down to do seal to stand. Front edge of the mat. Heels together, dive your hands through, clasp your ankles, lift out of that low back, and then hinge just behind the sits bones. Clap 3 times. Inhale to rock back, clap 3 times. We do 2 more, and then we stand. Deepening the powerhouse to control, pressing the shoulders to lengthen. We let go. We bring ourselves up to standing, bringing yourself to the back edge of the mat for push-ups. Heels together, toes apart, this distance. Reach the arms out in front of you. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, dive forward, deepening the powerhouse. You get 3 hand touches to get to your push-up position. We inhale, lower. Exhale, deepen your powerhouse to come up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, deepen to lift. One more, lower. Exhale, deep in the core, hugging your midline. You pull back through the powerhouse, and with control, 3 hand touches to come back. 3, 2, 1. Keep the spine long as you press the feet down to lengthen. Inhale, arms out in front. Exhale, dive forward. Hollowing out, right? Powerhouse. 3 hand touches. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, lower. You can always go from the knees, right? Doesn't matter. You're pressing to lengthen. 1 more. You're using your powerhouse to pull up. It's not just your arms. Exhale, coming back. And breathe all your air as you pull up. Give 1 final step. Reach the arms out in front of you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Powerhouse is deep. It helps you control your walkout. Last round. Here we go. Press to lengthen. Hug the midline as you push. 2 more. Deepen your powerhouse. 1 more. Breathe out. Inhale to pike back. As you exhale, you walk back. Keep breathing out as you pull up through your powerhouse. Shoulders rest on the rib cage. And that's it. You just did it. Nice work. If you watched, good idea. Watch what you're about to be in for, you know, get an idea of that before you jump into something. If you have any questions at all, just send an email. This week we start our live Zoom classes on Wednesdays at 10. So if there's any last minute interest there, please email me. There is room. And that's about it. Thanks for working out today. It's not an easy one. And if it looks impossible right now, know that if you keep practicing, that's what you're working for. A quick, succinct workout that gets your heart rate going, pulls everything together to send you on your way. Have a good day. All right, take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.